Welcome back to another weightlifting training review. I've been kind of liking just doing these voiceovers. That way I can just record my lifts, focus on training, and then just later go in and do a voiceover and talk about stuff. So I like this format. If you like it, go ahead and drop a comment letting me know. Today's training called for a no foot, low hang, clean doubles. So we started with those. This was a first warm-up set with 62 kilos, 135 pounds. I think I did a couple sets here at this weight. Just kind of trying to really focus on pushing through the floor, leaving those feet planted, and then getting under it quick into a strong front rack position. And trying to just kind of sit there for a minute and let my legs open up and loosen up. Hopefully you don't mind the filters I've been using. A couple of them had filters. I kind of like the way this one looked, so I use this one today. It's just better than using the just normal filter all the time. So just kind of switched it up a little bit. This was the next jump to 75 kilos, 165 pounds. Same thing, double, no foot, low hang. And I had 2 more sets actually at this weight, and this was the top weight for today. So 3 sets of doubles at 75 kilos, 165 pounds. Those were feeling really good by the end. And then we had behind the neck jerks. These were just singles. And my first warm-up set here is 62 kilos, 135 pounds. When I first started out, I felt a little slow on the lockout. So we spent a little extra time warming up. But as you'll see, like sometimes it looks like my arms are locking out. Like a little late, almost like looks like a press out. Like that's a good example right there. That was 75 kilos, 165 pounds. And then we went up to 84 kilos, 185 pounds. And we had 3 singles at this weight. And I just tried to make each one just a little bit cleaner. That one was a little bit better than that last one. And then the third one was the best one. This one right here was a pretty solid lockout. And then we had push press doubles. I had 3 sets at 195 pounds or 90 kilos. And I forgot to record my warm-up sets, but I did do a couple sets before this. This was my first working set. So it was a double at 90 kilos, 195 pounds. And then this was the second working set. These were feeling strong, but my arms, like my shoulder and tricep was feeling a little bit tired, I guess, is how I describe it. And now as I'm sitting here talking, it's actually feeling a little bit sore, but I think it's from the accessories I did after this. And this was the last set. My push press is pretty strong, so I'm hoping my jerks are going to catch up soon. I can push press almost the same amount that I jerk. And then the last thing we had was, I only recorded one set of these, but I had chin-ups, which I don't know if it's because my arms are tight or maybe it was where I was gripping the bar, but my right bicep and forearm and lats and tricep, like basically the whole right arm into my upper back is feeling very, very sore after that. I did 3 sets of 6. It's only the second week doing chin-ups, so my body's feeling it. Last week my lats were pretty wrecked, and right now I'm feeling it a lot in my right bicep. And then we supersetted that with dumbbell RDLs on a deficit, and I just tried to reach my hands basically to like my toes, get a little bit deeper stretch than normal. And this was a 3x10, and we used 50-pound dumbbells. These felt pretty solid, not too bad. Overall, it was a good session today. I'm just really hoping this right bicep and arm feel fine tomorrow so I can lift. Tomorrow's a decent clean and jerk and front squat session, which I don't want to miss. Thanks for joining.